End zone for a touchback.
Protein spill.
Rodgers now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
56, 26.
Rodgers now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the same 17-yard line.
319. Cat 300. Cat 300. You get time seeing me. Plant.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Wait. 319. John right. Zoom. Motion. 330. 56 to my boy. Hey, Alpha. 56. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Matt Judon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. General West. Bravo. Pin the mirrors back and go. Yeah. Slam. Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 44 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 44 is the mic. Check. Focus, defense, focus. Check the backer, check the backer.
Greystone, travel.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 56, Mike 56.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Snap comes at 1. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Yo, Mike!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
get it.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All day, dog. Rush in, rush in.
Easy. For the 50.
Mike, one. Watch the run, watch the run. So Mike's number 1, Mike's
Hey, seam 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Go.
Strip that ball. 56 to Mike.
Jim.
Hey, watch the slant.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down again. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. A give to Kamara running right. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 4. 61. Matchbox lights.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on, set. 10 off. X3, 218, chop it. Hey, lock it. Hey, Charlie.
42, Mike 42. We got to get the...
Yo, go. Look at me. Go. Look, squeeze.
Check.
Say go.
Looking to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Check. Stop.
Hey, exit.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D. Here I come. Both are Mike.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
General West.
44 is Mike. Check. Here we go.
Go.
44.
Hey, Foxtrot. You're out. Hard. Rock it.
SOS.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Okay, just like that.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Delta.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Pick it up. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Five.
It's just me and you. 44. Mike, 44.
Yep.
Watch the end.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set. 10 over. Hey, high 7.
Watch the pass. Both to Mike.
Second and 13. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
44. Mike. 44. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check. Lucky.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
56.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You see me?
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Box it.
Mike's 56. Rush. Mike 56. Mike.
Bravo.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll air it out deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 88.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You're all line. You're all line, baby. Get this. You're all line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Blue 58.
Run to the mic. Watch one. Watch one. You go night.
Back north.
Chance. Mike one. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And 7 at the 15-yard line.
No. 319.
All day.
Plant.
Any day.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch one. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Mike Wall.
Wait, get up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 31, check 31.
Shift.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Jump out.
Kill. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
80 weapon.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Pilot, 64, weak.
44
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That ain't work. That Q-stuff ain't working.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Kill.
61, matchbox, lights.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Slam, slam.
Protein spill.
Check out read.
Let go.
Kamara try the right side. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And an alley and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Out. To the 50. Check.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
No. 319.
Gotta do better.
Yeah, Liz.
DB, come on. 56 to Mike.
Hey, Wahoo.
56. All right, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 56. Mike, 56.
26.
56.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll find Lindsey here. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're not ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, D.
Hey, Mike.
Check out route.
Check 30. Greystone, Travis.
He's coming. We got double up.
Zoom.
Motion Watch your backfield.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Topper!
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44. Let it go. 44. Watch the curve. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
Bam.
I got you, son. Check 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check. Coming to you. 44.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Saints.
And this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit.
I'm going to run you over. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Ricky. 44 is the
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Leo. 61, matchbox lights. Hey.
44.
Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Delta.
44 is the mic. Hey, tight.
Go.
Motion.
Chase, Sam off.
Fresno.
Now.
37. Check 37.
Say go.
They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check 52.
5.
44. Mike. 44. Rabbit. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Here we go.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
60 Pittsburgh.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, lock it.
Mike, 44.
You must be.
Hey. High 7. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. But he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Wide, get wide.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Blue 58.
Switch. 56.
Side.
56 is the mic.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. They can't hang with us.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Bang. General West. Snap.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch his slant.
Hey, Alpha.
56.
Mike.
6, right there. 56.
Rodgers now going to throw again. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Bravo.
Watch the fly. Motion. Block. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Murray. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56. Check 56. Hey, pick your game up. 56. Mike.
Box it.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Now Rodgers throwing again. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Let's get it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Smooth.
So Mike's number 1. Here we go.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Get away. Mike 56. Come on. Mike 56.
Hey, wahoo. Hey, take 26.
Under 10. 10.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
He's got a first down or more inside the 30. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a give, right side. It's Turner. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Topper, topper.
Twist, twist.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
30. Go, go. Inside.
56. Mike's 56. Crunch time, defense.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Crosby with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
The second down pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.